You walked into the dealership feeling prepared. You'd done your research. You knew the invoice price. You knew what similar cars were selling for. You knew roughly what you wanted to pay. You negotiated. You pushed back. You felt like you held your ground. And then you drove home feeling pretty good about the deal you made. 3 months later, you're looking at your loan statement and doing math you should have done in the showroom. And you realize you paid significantly more than you thought you did. Not because the car cost more, because the deal was structured in ways you didn't see. Ways that were designed specifically to prevent you from seeing them in real time. Car dealerships are among the most sophisticated retail negotiation environments in the world. The salespeople are professionally trained. The finance office is professionally trained. The entire process is professionally designed to maximize what you pay while making you feel like you won. Today, we're going through the specific tactics they use, not generally, specifically, so that the next time you walk into a dealership, you can see exactly what's happening and make decisions based on reality rather than the story the dealership is telling you. Tactic 1. The monthly payment switch. This is the foundational trick. Everything else builds on it. You walk in knowing what you want to pay. Maybe you're thinking about the total price of the car. Maybe you've done your homework and you know the car is worth around $28,000. The salesperson asks, "What monthly payment are you comfortable with?" That question is not innocent. It's strategic. The moment you answer that question, you've shifted the negotiation from total price to monthly payment. And those are completely different negotiations with completely different outcomes. At $450 monthly over 72 months, at 6% interest, you're paying approximately $32,400 total. At $450 monthly over 84 months, at 7% interest, you're paying approximately $37,800 total. Same monthly payment, dramatically different total cost. The dealership can manipulate your monthly payment by changing the loan term, the interest rate, or the down payment while keeping the payment number where you feel comfortable. They can sell you a $32,000 car at $450 per month, or a $38,000 car at $450 per month. You feel the same thing leaving the lot because the payment is identical. The fix: never negotiate based on monthly payment. Negotiate the out-the-door price only. That's the only number that matters. Once you have the out-the-door price locked in, then figure out financing separately. Tactic 2. The 4 square. In many dealerships, the salesperson uses a worksheet divided into 4 quadrants: vehicle price, trade-in value, down payment, and monthly payment. This is called the 4 square, and it is specifically designed to confuse you. Here's how it works. The salesperson can move numbers between quadrants to make each one look favorable while the total deal is unfavorable. They give you a good trade-in number, but raise the car price. They lower the monthly payment, but extend the loan term. They improve the down payment situation, but add back-end products. Each box looks like a win in isolation. The total deal is not a win. The 4 square works because you can't easily see all 4 numbers simultaneously and calculate the total impact. The confusion is the point. The fix: ignore the 4 square entirely. Tell the salesperson you're not working from that worksheet. You want one number: the total out-the-door price, including all fees and taxes. Everything else is secondary. Tactic 3. The trade-in timing trap. You have a car to trade in. The dealership knows this. Here's what many people don't know. When you tell the dealership about your trade-in at the beginning of the negotiation, changes the entire dynamic. When the dealership knows you have a trade-in from the start, they can factor it into the deal in ways that obscure the real numbers. They can offer you $3,000 more on your trade-in while charging you $3,000 more for the new car. You feel like you won the trade-in negotiation, but the new car price absorbed your trade-in gain. The fix: negotiate the new car price to completion before mentioning the trade-in. Get the out-the-door price on paper, then introduce the trade-in as a separate transaction. Better yet, get your trade-in value separately. Take the car to CarMax or another buyer before you go to the dealership. Get a written offer. That written offer is your leverage. Tactic 4. The finance office. You've negotiated the car price. You feel good. The hard part is over. You go to the finance office to sign the paperwork. This is where dealerships make a significant portion of their total profit. The finance manager is typically the best trained negotiator in the building. They're not processing paperwork. They're selling you additional products with very high margins. Extended warranties, often marked up 300 to 500% over cost. Gap insurance, often marked up to 100 to 300%. Paint protection, often a nearly pure profit product. Fabric protection, same. Credit life insurance, often poor value. The finance manager presents these not as optional purchases, but as standard parts of the process. They're presented quickly. They're bundled. The cost is often rolled into the monthly payment rather than shown as a separate line item. Adding $2,000 in finance products to a 72-month loan at 6% interest adds approximately $34 monthly. That sounds small. It adds about $2,400 to your total cost, including interest. The fix: walk into the finance office knowing that everything is optional. Your response to every product is, "No, thank you." After you've declined everything, if you genuinely want an extended warranty, buy it separately from a third-party warranty company. After your purchase, you'll pay significantly less. If you want gap insurance, check with your auto insurance provider. They often offer it at a fraction of the dealership price. Tactic 5: the dealer markup and market adjustment. Since the new car supply constraints of recent years, many dealers have added what they call market adjustments or dealer markups to the sticker price. A car with a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $35,000 might have a market adjustment of $5,000 added to the sticker. You're now starting negotiations from $40,000. These markups are not manufacturer prices. They're completely discretionary dealer additions, and they're presented on the window sticker as if they're legitimate pricing components, right next to the factory options. The fix: know the manufacturer's suggested retail price before you walk in. Know what other dealers in your area are charging. Know what the car is actually selling for in the market. If a dealer has a market adjustment, that's negotiable, or you can walk to a dealer without one. The internet has made this dramatically easier. You can see what every dealer within 100 miles is asking for the same car. Use that information. Tactic 6: the interest rate markup. Here's one that happens in the finance office and is almost completely invisible. Dealerships act as intermediaries between you and lenders. When they submit your loan application, lenders respond with a buy rate, the actual interest rate you qualify for based on your credit. The dealership can mark up that interest rate by 1 to 3% and keep the difference. You qualify for 4% based on your credit. The dealership tells you 6%. You sign at 6%. The dealership earns the 2% spread on your loan amount over the life of the loan. On a $30,000 loan over 60 months, 2% of additional interest is approximately $1,500. Money you paid that went directly from you to the dealership, not to the bank. This practice is legal and almost never disclosed. The fix: get pre-approved for a car loan from your bank or credit union before you go to the dealership. Know your actual rate. Bring that pre-approval with you. When the finance office quotes you a rate, compare it to your pre-approval. If the dealership can beat your pre-approval rate, great. If not, use your own financing. This single step can save you hundreds to thousands of dollars on a car purchase. Tactic 7: the end-of-month urgency. You've been looking at a car. The salesperson says, "This price is only available today. The month is ending. My manager approved this deal just for you, and it expires at close of business." This is manufactured urgency. It's a classic sales pressure technique. The urgency is almost never real. The price does not disappear at midnight. The car does not get sold immediately if you leave. The technique works because urgency bypasses rational thinking. You make faster decisions under pressure. You accept terms you'd reject with more time to think. The fix: never make a car purchase decision the same day as your first visit. Go home. Sleep on it. If the deal is still available tomorrow, it was never really time limited. If the deal actually disappears, another deal will exist. Cars are not unique. Another equivalent vehicle exists somewhere. The willingness to walk away is the single most powerful negotiating tool you have. Tactic 8. The spot delivery. You've agreed on a deal. You're excited. The salesperson says, "Take the car home tonight. We'll work out the financing details." This is called a spot delivery, and it can be a trap. You take the car home. You tell your family. You're emotionally attached. The car is in your garage. 3 days later, the dealership calls. The financing didn't go through as arranged. They need you to come back and sign new paperwork at a higher interest rate. Now, you're emotionally committed to the car. It's been in your garage. You've been driving it. The idea of giving it back feels worse than accepting the new terms. This practice, called yo-yo financing, in some states, may be illegal depending on your state's laws, but it happens. The fix: do not take the car home until all financing is finalized and signed. Period. The excitement of driving home in your new car is not worth the risk of being called back for worse terms. The information advantage: how to flip the dynamic. Here's what changes when you walk in prepared. You know the invoice price of the car. Invoice price is available at Edmunds or similar sites. It's what the dealer paid for the car. You know what others in your area paid. Edmunds, TrueCar, and similar sites show actual transaction prices. You have a pre-approved loan from your bank or credit union. You have a written trade-in offer from CarMax or similar. If you're trading in, you are prepared to walk away. When you have this information, the dynamic shifts. The dealership's advantage is information asymmetry. When you eliminate the asymmetry, you negotiate on equal footing. You can say, "I know this car is available at this price at a dealer 40 miles away. Can you match it?" You can say, "My credit union pre-approved me at 4.2%. Can you beat that?" You can say, "CarMax offered me $11,000 for my trade-in. Can you match that?" Each statement removes one of the levers the dealership uses to extract additional profit. The car dealership is one of the most sophisticated retail negotiation environments you'll ever encounter. The salespeople are trained. The process is designed. The tactics are specific and proven, but they only work on people who don't see them. Now you see them. The monthly payment switch, the four-square confusion, the trade-in timing trap, the finance office product push, the interest rate markup, the manufactured urgency, the spot delivery. Every one of these has a specific counter. Negotiate out the door price only. Get pre-approved before you go. Separate your trade-in. Decline everything in the finance office. Take time before deciding. These are not complicated. They just require knowing what to expect before you walk in. The dealership is counting on you not knowing. Now you do. Use it.